better daily, where we work hard in our minds, bodies, and our spirits to become 1% better every single day. Download the app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.life to catch the video version of these podcasts. Here's your host and my dad, Alex Van Houten.
What is up, Betterment family? This is Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. I hope you're doing super well today. Happy Monday. It's Mindset Monday, and Mindset Monday is the day of the week that we get started off on the right foot to bring an awesome mindset into our week, and I'm going to share that with you guys today. The mindset today is don't worry, be happy. And happy Monday. Robin, what's up? And don't worry, I'm really tempted to, but I'm not gonna break into the Bobby McFerrin song. This morning, I asked Gabriel, I was like, hey Gabriel, what's your mindset this week? Tell me what your mindset is. And he goes, what's a mindset? So Gabriel's my 6-year-old. And so, the whole mindset thing hasn't really, been a conscious thing for him yet. And so I explained to him, I said, mindset is like an attitude or a decision you make about what you're going to approach the week with, how you're gonna engage with your friends, how you're gonna talk to your teacher, how you're going to treat your brother, how you're going to listen to your mom, and the attitude that you're gonna have when you go about your day. And so he goes, oh. So he sat there and thought for a second, and he goes, my mindset's be happy, Dad. I was like, oh, I like it. That's good. There's a song about that, and then I mistakenly told him that Bob Marley sang the song that I started singing to him. He was very confused. So it's Bobby McFerrin, if anybody cares to know. The classic, Don't Worry, Be Happy. But as childish as that mindset sounds, there's actually a very deep resonance that can be good for your week. So don't worry, be happy. Good morning, Kat. Good to see you this morning. And it's echoed by Jesus. Jesus says in his earth-shattering Sermon on the Mount, he says, what man among you by worrying can add 1 cubit to his stature? In common parlance, we would say, what man among you by worrying can grow? What can make you grow by worrying? And he says, and what man among you by worrying can add 1 hour to his life? Therefore, take no thought for the morrow, because today has enough worries of its own. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. And he's saying, what good is worrying doing you? It won't make you grow. It won't make your life last any longer. You're not even guaranteed tomorrow. So what are you worrying about? In fact, worrying might even take away from right now, this thing right now that really matters. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. You have a lot to do right now. There's plenty to keep you busy without having to worry about the future. The problem with worrying is that, well, when you say don't worry about something, I had a friend who would worry about tests. I never wrestled with test anxiety personally, but I had a lot of friends who wrestled with test anxiety. I went to Vanderbilt University. There was a very, very high stress testing environment, and you had all this stuff that you had to remember from the semester, and then you sat down. It could be physical chemistry, which is just a brutal subject, or it could be something like thermodynamics, or it could be I took themes in the New Testament, still very hard testing environment, because you have to read all the books of the New Testament and then actually remember what it is that you read and write about them and be graded on your ability to argue that knowledge and to regurgitate it, right? So I'd say to my friend, like, what are you worried about? It's just a test. It's just a test. And it wasn't just a test. The piece of paper with the pencil in your hand, it's not just a test. It's your grade, and it's all the money that's been invested into this on your behalf. And maybe it's your future. If your grades aren't where they need to be in order for you to continue, it's the thing that you thought you were going to do for the rest of your life. You're not going to do that thing because you're just not cut out for it or something like that, right? So when we say don't worry, it's not helpful. It's just not. But something yesterday stood out to me that I thought I'd share with you guys in this mindset. And, Kristen and I are very industrious individuals. We have our list of things to do, and it's a good list. We're busy in a good way in this season of our life. Very rarely is there any room for frivolous busyness in our life. We do things with our ministries at church. We do things for our business. We do things for our children, and we do things for our community. We do things for each other. We try to do things for ourselves sometimes, and we're about a good busyness. And so we have these to-do lists, and I have an elaborate way I check them off and, half them, and trying to make sure that each week I'm making progress on the things that matter, or at least that I believe matter. And so it's all good. It's good stuff. Rarely do I look at my to-do list and go, man, what terrible, stupid thing are you doing with your time? It's not often that comes to mind for me. But we had our to-do lists, and yesterday we went outside and took a second because Bennett wanted to ride his bike and Gabriel wanted to play catch, and it was like, okay, well, those weren't on the to-do list. It wasn't like, make sure Bennett rides his bike, make sure to play catch with Gabriel. And so took the time to do that, and the neighbors were outside. Neighbor has 3 kiddos. He's got 2 twin boys. They're a big party, just a year and a half older than Gabriel, and they had their new airsoft guns out. So they got an early Christmas present. They have airsoft guns, which is like a step up from a BB gun as far as accuracy is concerned. But you could actually shoot Dad in the butt with it, and it's like, ow, that really hurt. But, wear goggles, don't put an eye out. But you can have fun with that. So we ended up shooting targets and playing dodgeball and running around and stuff. And it was like 2.5 hours that just wasn't on the to-do list. Didn't get anything that we wanted to accomplish done as far as the afternoon to-do list goes. But as we're wrapping it up, Kristen made a joke. She goes, oh man, I have all these things on my list and I just didn't get to any of them. And I said, well, we've got a week. It'll be good. And I realized that many of the things that my boys are going to remember about our life right now aren't on our to-do lists. They're just not. Our to-do lists are good. They allow for our life to continue in a forward, meaningful, positive trajectory. It helps us to make a few plans for tomorrow in a good way, and to be good stewards of the blessings that we're given. But at the same time, some of the good stuff is just not on the list. And if I'm out there shooting airsoft guns, playing catch, and teaching my almost 3-year-old to ride a bike, and I'm worrying about my list, then I'm missing out on a gift. I'm missing out on some happiness here. So today on Mindset Monday, I encourage you to adopt Gabriel's mindset. He doesn't even know that he's inspired this for everybody, but to adopt Gabriel's mindset as echoed and solidified by Christ. Obviously, he's naive. Christ is not. But don't worry. Be happy. And by that I mean, be diligent in your worry. Take a look at your list and decide what's worth worrying about. And when you find something that's not worth worrying about in this moment where you could have some joy and you could be present and you could appreciate some of the fruits of your labor and maybe even some of the memories that are being made right now, to be happy. It's worth it. It's worthwhile. Guys, you're awesome. I love you very much. I appreciate you here in the Better Daily community, and I'm really looking forward to an awesome week with you. I'm going to try really hard not to worry and be a little more happy. And, well, getting the stuff on my list done. Because you guys know, I can't not do my list. It's just not how it rolls around here. This has been Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. Thank you guys for joining me. Tomorrow is Nutrition Tip Tuesday. Until then, it's just 1%. You got this.
Thank you for joining us for your 1% Better today. Don't forget to subscribe for the podcast. Leave us a raving review to tell others how Better Daily has helped you in your journey. If you want more Better Daily, download our app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.live. Use code POD to get 25% off your subscription. That's POD, all caps, to save 25% on your subscription. We all have a cross to carry. It's lighter when we do it together. Go to betterdaily.live today.